My name is Brandon Hathaway. I'm the preacher here at the West Side Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. I want to thank you for joining me today. Here's Mr. Lyndon. Lyndon what?
Lyndon Hathaway.
Lyndon Hathaway. He likes to pop his head in there and say hello. He's looking at another book right now. So I want to thank you for joining me for Verse of the Day. I preach at the West Side Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. And we are in Deuteronomy chapter 13. Deuteronomy 13. And I'm going to look at verses 6 through 10. It says, if your brother, your mother's son, or your son or daughter, or the wife of your cherish, or your friend, who is as your own soul, entices you secretly, saying, let's go and serve other gods, whom neither you nor your fathers have known, of the gods of the people who are around you, near you, or far from you, from the one end of the earth to the other. You shall not yield to him, or listen to him, and your eyes shall not pity him, nor shall you spare or conceal him. But you shall surely kill him. Your hand shall be first against him, to put him to death, and afterwards the hands of all the people. So you shall stone him to death, because he has sought to seduce you from the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. And so many people today, as we get caught up in church discipline, which is different than what it is here in Deuteronomy. Obviously, here they were stoning them to death. But as we would read in Matthew and other spots, we end up seeing that we're supposed to withdraw from those who fall away from God. Try and talk, buddy. You can sit there. Quiet. And so we often get a mindset that family's different. We don't withdraw from family. We don't withdraw from your brother or your parents or from your children, because we have an obligation, a duty that is still bound to them somehow, that trumps the withdrawing of fellowship. And so my point is always, when I look at this verse here, here they had such a higher thing to do than today, where we withdraw from them in hopes that they will turn back to God. And if they turn back to God, then we welcome back on with open arms and gladly receive them. But here they had to stone them to death. And if they were seducing you, if they were trying to get you to do it, if it was your children, if it was your wife, if it was your spouse, if it was your friend, you were the one that had to cast the first stone. And so it's so interesting to me as we read it here in the Old Testament that family, it didn't matter if it was family. It didn't matter if it was your best friend. If they tried to do wrong, if they tried to bring you out of the Lord's way, that they were to cast the stones on them, that to stone them to death. And if they under the old law, and again today we're under the old law it was so severe, and today again it's still severe, because it's a matter of allowing them to go live their life in sin in this world, in the ways of Satan. But it's a matter of hope that they'll see that through us withdrawing from them and no longer fellowshipping with them, that they will turn back to God, so that they don't end up in a life of torment and punishment. And so I think we often just try to justify things in our minds, but remember that the end game is to get them to make their lives right with God. And God has told us how to do that, and we should trust in our Lord. So I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope that everybody has a blessed and wonderful day. And if the Lord is willing, I'll talk to you later.